channel. Thank you everybody for tuning in. Today is a very exciting video. It's an unboxing. It's about a brand that just by reading about them and speaking to them initially, I'm very excited about. I have mentioned this brand a couple of videos back. This is going to be a 62 mass Homage from 54. Now the amazing thing about this is the 62 mass that we all want. The dims are meant to be 1-1 as per the original. So if you haven't heard about this brand, I will be giving you a quick tour of their website and telling you a couple of things about them and my personal experience with them so far. But there are a few very keen enthusiasts in the comment section below that have mentioned this name prior, and this is what got me looking at them. So thank you very much, guys. That's very appreciated. So before going to the unboxing, let's head over to the website. But before you even head over to the website, you know what time it is, you know the script. If you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button, leave a comment, hit that like, make sure you hit the notifications bell so you're up to date with all the latest reviews, and make sure you check the link in the description. I will link the website if you're interested in any of the other products. So 54 Watch, basically they do have a factory, so they do offer OEM works. When I say OEM, they offer services for other people that do want to make watches. So they've got a whole production facility, from assembly to CNC and everything that is within their website. So they've got a legitimate full team behind them. When we go to the website, you'll see they've got a production manager, they've got a sales manager, and they've got I think a QC manager. So I mean, let's head over, let's give you a quick tour of the website. So this is the website for 54 Watch. You've got a bit of information there about who they are. And it says here, created by the Seiko lover who works for Legend Watch. Gives you a bit of background information about the company, tells you when it started around 1992. And what I do like about this website is introduce you to the team. So it puts faces to the people that you're buying from. So you've got the production manager, Mr. He, saying over 30 years in the watch industry. If we scroll further on, you've got the QC manager, Mr. Gia. And then if we keep going, you've got the marketing manager, Sophy. So it says in the bio, watch lover, Seiko collector. So you'll scroll down, you'll see a featured collection section. So feel free to scroll down through the website. You can see they've got some really good looking homages and classic homages. One thing that will stand out to a lot of people out there, they've got a SLA 25 homage made of pure titanium, I think grade 5. And that's at $500. But speaking to them about this, it is a 1-1 clone because they have purchased an original SLA 25. So enough about all the other models. We're here to see one model in particular. So we just click on the featured collection, and this is the piece. So the price is $259, which equals to just shy of 200 Great British pounds. Further down, you'll see the specification. You've got all the measurement here. You've got aluminium bezel insert, single dome sapphire, 20mm silicone waffle strap, distance between the lugs, NH35 movement. You've got Super Luminova Lume. So that's a bit of a claim. We'll have to check that. Case size 37mm, lug to lug 46, and a thickness of 13.8. So this is why this piece is so special. It's all about the dimension on this watch, and this is the 62 mass that we all want. The weight, 86 grams. So it's going to be a light watch, of course. Now, interestingly enough, there is one review with 2-star rating, but if you just have a quick look at that, the review is basically talking about they did try to reduce the value. I'm hoping to help the buyer out, but due to customs, you just got whacked on customs. So there's nothing in terms of the quality of the product. It actually says the product is okay, but you know, he's already miffed off because obviously he's had to pay customs. So with that review, I don't think we can really take that on board in terms of the actual quality of the watch. I'll just show you all the different versions available. You've got the color options. So you've got the black one that we're looking at, you've got the green, you've got orange, you've got blue, silver, and you've also got one with the stainless steel bracelet. So let's flick through some pictures quickly here. And what I want to show you is the fact that when I was speaking to 54 Watch, they did say that on the right hand side, that is the original 62 mass, which they actually purchased, and you can see that they've put their own dial in there, but just look at the beat up condition of it. So they show you a few comparison photos to show you how close it is. I mean, dimensionally, I think they've got it spot on. Between the top and bottom on this picture, you know, there is going to be a slight difference in terms of that's a box style crystal, and then also along the side profile of the watch, you can tell the 62 mass, the original one, is slightly more defined along that side profile, whereas the 54 is just slightly out of shape on that aspect. So that's the website. Feel free to go on and check them out. But for now, let's go back to the watch. Welcome back, and now let's continue with the unboxing. So the two colors I went for, green and one black. So with the box, you know what, it is pretty standard in terms of thin cardboard. You've got a sleeve here, 54 logo on the front, and this is the actual box. So okay, so it opens like a door, so obviously it's revealing something pretty special. So I like the way they've designed the box, but bear in mind it is all cardboard. You get this decorated watch cloth as well, soft, okay, decent touch. You've got a warranty card, standard warranty card, been completed as well, and you've got the 54 logo on the front. They also give you a bracelet removal tool, and here is the watch that we're interested in. Wrist check, I'm wearing my Seiko Aviator chronograph with this awesome push button and an inner rotating bezel. Love this watch. So what do we have here? Let's take a look. So I went with one green dial version and I went with a black. Now this one, just inquiring a little bit more about it after I made the purchase, they told me this is the version 1 and this was the last piece they had in stock. Let's give it a quick once over. As you can see, much smaller than what we're used to. So let's recap. We've looked at the 62 mass Homage from Heimdallr, we've looked at the San Martin, and I've also reviewed the Steel Dive. Now they're all specced out, spec monsters, you know, they've got their own little features, they all look great, great value for money. However, they missed one trick. The key point here was dimensionally they're way off. So this is why I wanted to get this in, to see how good it actually is. And you know, you're able to taste a little bit of the past. So that vintage, legendary, right? It's that legendary status, the 6217 8000 from Seiko. Now, in all honesty, we'll put that there and let's unbox the second one. But yeah, in all honesty, someone of my age probably can't relate as well to the 6217. So anyone in the 20s, 30s, you know, so this is for the generation before, the generation that grew up around this watch, and you actually can truly appreciate the significance. So I think this watch will definitely appeal to those guys a lot more. You know, I know, because I'm a Seiko collector, I know what this means and what it should mean. But again, saying that, ultimately, the guys that are really going to be looking for this watch are the old school Seiko collectors. So again, another warranty card, and this is the black version. So you saw a quick overview of the specifications on the website, and you can see, just reiterate that aluminium bezel insert, sapphire crystal, of course 316L stainless steel case. Got printed logos, printed text on the dial, and we've seen these 62 mass style hands. Of course, we've seen them on all the other homages. Let's just wind that up. I gotta say, first impressions, it's very light, and the dimensions, you know, everyone does want that, you know, 38mm diver, 40mm divers, you know, we all do like those smaller size divers, and with many things they are cyclical, so things come back around. So when watches were small, then they got bigger, similar to phones, and a lot of things. Now it's coming back to that vintage retro style diver. As you can see, crown, no crown guards, very rudimentary shape. You know, there's nothing special about this case. It's got two finishes. It's got a brushed A face, polished sides, polished case back, and again, just, you know, sharp, clean cuts. They haven't bothered, you know, as per the original, so they haven't bothered with, you know, all these different dimensions, all this different kind of polishing, that is the appeal of the watch. So let's have both of them out here. You know, I'm gonna reserve any opinions, any judgment until the full review. I do want to get my hands on them. I do want to really wear them, test them out, and then of course we'll take it from there. So obviously the key difference between the two, this has got the red F, and you got a red seconds hand and the red 200 meters proof, and here you've got the plain black version, but you got a red 200 meters proof. They could have gone with 150 proof just, you know, to bear that likeness, but I think they wanted to let us know that, look, this is kind of modern as well, so it can keep up with, you know, modern standards. So both watches look good. And something about 54 watch which I've not really experienced, I actually had a phone call with the sales manager for I think it was about an hour. It was about 2-3 in the morning, and you know, just speaking about watches, and the fact that, as you saw on the website, she is a female. Shocking, like I said, it's a very male dominated industry, and the fact that she was very enthusiastic. You know, they waited I think about 2 years to acquire one of these, and you saw in the pictures, you know, they're all beat down models, and then they use that to manufacture these watches, and it is all done in-house, or the most part. You know, they might outsource dials, etc., but because they've got the whole assembly behind them, they've got the factory, so especially the case and like the bezel and stuff, the machining is going to be done by them. They've also looked at stuff like the SLA 25 Homage. They've bought the actual one, and they've made it in grade 5 titanium. Yes, it's a bit pricey, $500, but I think there's a lot of effort that's gone behind there. Now, one thing that I do like, and I will mention, is the fact that it has an aluminium bezel insert. You know, we're getting used to chasing specs. It isn't all about the specs. So because they're trying to homage something vintage, and this is, I said the same thing with, let's think, the rectangular 6105 8000. I like the fact that they're an aluminium bezel. You know, sometimes the overly shiny ceramic bezel insert, it just doesn't cut it. So, you know, it's good that they've gone with that, and I don't mind that. You know, I don't always want every watch to have, you know, top specifications, because it is about aesthetics as well. So personally, to me, it doesn't look that great, and an aluminium bezel insert, I think, does greatly improve it. So they send these watches with a waffle strap, and as you saw on the website, they do have one with a stainless steel version, which is a black dial version, and it gives you, I think you got a mesh strap as well, and you've got the other metal bracelet that we saw. So it's nice to see this lovely green. I do really like the green, and as it was the last model, even though they said this is the version 1, so I think the difference was slight difference in lume. So we'll check that in the full review, of course. Bezel rotation, the bezel is very thin, but as you saw in the comparison picture, so was the original one. So let's put these side by side to have a look. I've got my Heimdallr 62 Mass, one of the first Homage watches I bought, and just look at the difference, the sheer difference in size. That's 50 mil lug to lug, right? And I think they definitely missed a trick when they made these. Don't get me wrong, I do really love the looks of this. I really like how this looks. Again, spec monster. This is my favorite over the San Martin, but obviously a lot of people do prefer the San Martin due to the bracelet. But I think just if you want to recreate that old school diver, so far so good. But you know, I'm going to reserve judgment until I have reviewed both watches and give them that time. So that's it for the unboxing. Thank you everybody for tuning in. Make sure you leave your comments in the comment section below. Hit the like button if you like what you see, and make sure you subscribe. Thank you everybody for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.